Is everybody ready? All right. Here we go. You are watching Political Point Magazine. Where the right is right and the left, well, the left is always on the wrong side of history. Why? Because political minds want to know. So enjoy a conservative point of view. And let's talk pea soup. With tonight's top stories. Well, countdown to the election. Tomorrow is the day, and the GOP victory is in sight. Yep, that's right, and the Dems have nothing else left to run on but identity politics. That's what they've been using. And it is now discovered what we have been saying all along about the global warming alarmists. That global warming is a hoax. That's right. The founder of the Weather Channel has debunked global warming, saying that it's nothing more than just the weather. Climate change is nothing more than just the weather. We will show you the extensive clips on that. And also, the White House is under fire because an anonymous U.S. official has called the Israeli Prime Minister a chicken bleep. Yep, that's right. And the Ebola crisis gets worse as we have now a nurse in Maine is defying a quarantine order. And also, the Ebola czar is missing in all of this. Wow. Yeah. So, we will talk about to you, the viewers, and take it to the phones on all of this. And welcome. Oops, sorry about that. I need to get this. That's the Ebola czar. Sorry. I was having fun with the cues there. But anyhow, my friends, welcome. And welcome. Okay, testing the mic. All right, my friends, I'm sorry. Get that straight here. Okay, here we go. All right. Well, yes. All right, here we are. Okay, my friends. It is now one day before the election results. That's right. All right, so we have here now here in New York. Okay, for the as far as the Congress is concerned, okay, Congressman Tom Reed, Republican, is going about is actually ahead in the polls against his Democratic challenger, Martha Robertson. Okay, now here's a little bit about Tom Reed here. All right, and let me just get that down just a bit. All right, so now here's a little bit about Tom Reed. Tom W. Reed II was born November 18th, 1971, and he's a U.S. representative for New York, the 23rd district, congressional district, and he served as the mayor of Corning, New York, and also and is a member of the Republican Party. All right. Now, um, okay. Um, now here's a little bit about his challenger. Okay, which is Martha Robertson. Okay, let me adjust the mic again, just a little bit here. Okay, just a little bit. There we go. All right, now his challenger, Martha Robertson. Okay, on the other hand, on the left, is a Democrat. Martha is a fixture of the Tompkins County community. All right, now she is she is in tune with its ongoing and emerging needs and has a keen eye on its future, supposedly. Okay, but mind you, nobody from Tompkins County has who has challenged um, Tom Reed has won. Okay, you remember the last time Nate Shinagawa from Tompkins County challenged Congressman Tom Reed and lost. All right, so I think it's highly unlikely that Martha Robertson will beat our Republican representative on the for New York. Tom Reed will hold his seat, I believe. And now, but the election is looking better and better for the Republicans. All right, that's right. Okay. As we get into this is the election. Okay. Countdown to the election, which tonight, my friends, we will go over the main races. All right, and it's only a matter of time now. Okay, but we have several of the key races now show that the Republican is in the lead in all of the main states. Okay, now the Senate is at control of the Senate is at stake here. Okay, and Allison Grimes here. Okay, okay, right here. Okay, I'll show you.
Is rock bottom, folks. This is desperation. This is a scare tactic. This is voter intimidation. This is wrong.
Okay, now that was Allison Grimes from Kentucky, complaining about a mail-in from the top GOP, from the top GOP, from Mitch McConnell, the Senate minority leader. All right, over here. Okay, well, on the card. Wait a minute. Hold up a second. I want to get this in here, but okay. But on the card, okay. There's another one right here. Okay. But there's our on the no, okay, right here. Okay. But Allison Grimes has a has a on the front
with the words, Mitch McConnell is targeting our community.
Okay, now wait. But Allison Grimes is targeting Mitch McConnell here. But Mitch McConnell's card actually that mail-in was actually warning about voter fraud. Okay. Voter fraud. And it had the but the Democrats now are running on identity politics. All right. In other words, they are using race baiting tactics. Okay, like the one on Allison Grimes' card, Allison Grimes' campaign mail-in card. All right, this is the one. This is the one. Okay. Now, on the front here, okay. Okay. Now on the front here, okay, of this, okay. You see that it says "Stop Mitch McConnell." Mitch McConnell. Okay. But on the back, it uses race politics here. Okay. Just like this. On the back, it uses race politics. Okay. Oops, hold up a second. Okay. But on the back, it uses race politics, and it shows a black couple, an African American couple, an African American family, and it says Mitch McConnell is targeting our community. All right. But that is not the case. Okay. Now, you see that right there? Okay. But the Democrats now have nothing left to run on. Okay. They've been running on gender identity stuff like sexism and stuff like that, the war on women, and it's just getting ridiculous. They're also putting out these ads tying some Republican candidates to the murder of Trayvon Martin. All right. And then they have pictures of black children. Okay. And they have pictures of black children holding up a sign that says "Don't shoot." Stop. And they're getting into dangerous territory here, claiming that if you vote for the Republican candidate, you will create another Ferguson. So this is getting very, very low. That's a low blow. All right. Now the Democrats have nothing else to run on. All right. They're using identity politics. Okay. Identity politics. All right. The Dems are just ridiculous. And as a result, people are getting sick and tired of the nonsense, the negative ads coming from the Democratic Party, the Democrat candidates, and it's just ridiculous, okay? But for one, I see a Republican victory, all right? Namely, okay, we have here, let's take Alaska for a second here, all right? Now there's a pool, okay, in Alaska here, all right, and I'm gonna get into this, okay? Now, Alaska, the Alaska Senate race, okay, which is up here, okay, has the Republican in the lead, all right, by the Real Clear Politics average, all right, okay, 46.2, okay, to 43.8, all right. Now, okay, then there's a Democrat Kay Hagan, okay. Then there's Democrat Kay Hagan against Tom Tillis, all right, in there, okay. But we have here lots of campaign ads. Now there's all this talk about the ground campaign, okay, but Senator Kay Hagan of North Carolina. Then there's North Carolina, the North Carolina race, all right, and I'm gonna show you that, all right, but
Republicans have a bit of an edge.
Okay, in North Carolina, all right, it's a Democrat Kay Hagan, against Republican Tom Tillis. All right, and I believe Tom Tillis is I think it's a dead heat over there, but Tom Tillis has edged in a little further. All right, and I think that is true for now.
Hagan is in a very tight.
All right, but you see Tom Tillis and Senator Kay Hagan, okay. But the Democrats now are seemingly to be in trouble. All right, but North Carolina, if the Republicans take that now there's another race, all right, that I find interesting, all right, all right, in this, okay, but and that's the the race and that's the race in Iowa, okay, against Joni Ernst and her Democrat challenger, all right, but there's other races, okay, that are dramatically interesting, but here's a little bit, okay. But Joni Ernst, okay, Joni Ernst right here from Iowa, the candidate from Iowa, all right, she is in the lead, all right, and there was Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid has said now Tom Harkin is her Democratic challenger, okay, and Tom Harkin got into a little bit of trouble when he said that he openly said that don't buy all this talk about Joni Ernst being attractive and all this other nonsense, and in fact he continued that statement by saying that I don't care if Joni Ernst is as attractive as Taylor Swift. Now, that, my friends, is this is what I call the Todd Akin moment. All right, the Todd Akin moment. All right, yeah, okay, but the Democrats now that right there is the Democratic challenger right there. All right, and he's in a little bit of trouble. Okay, he's in a little bit of trouble on that note there. All right, because of his statement about Joni Ernst. All right, and my friends, it's not looking good for the Democrats. All right, Joni Ernst is ahead in the polls, as we see it now. The Louisiana race, okay, that is another puzzle there. The Louisiana race, okay. Now, right now it's creeping up. It's creeping up to where that race could go in a runoff, okay, because the Louisiana race has three candidates right now, okay, and in the poll here it shows that the Democrat has a little bit of a lead, okay. with a bill with a bill with Bill Cassidy, the Republican. There's two Republicans actually running in there. All right. And this is why they say that if no candidate gets the 50% threshold, okay, 51% threshold, that then it could go into a runoff, at which they say that it's good for Bill Cassidy, because it would show that Bill Cassidy would win. Okay. The other one that might go in a runoff is the
I mean that Purdue and none would.
the Georgia race. Okay. And now it shows, okay, according to the Real Clear Real Clear Politics average here, all right, it's looking good for David Perdue, the Republican, all right, who has 47.4%, okay, according to the Real Clear Politics average, okay, and Michelle Nunn, the Democrat, okay, has 44.2%, okay, and the Independent, okay, Amanda Swafford has, wow, just over 2%, okay. Now there was a race though, okay, where there was a Republican, a Democrat, and an Independent, all right, okay, where the Democrat dropped out of the race, all right, and now it's up to the Independent Greg Orman. This is Kansas, okay, and the Republican Pat Roberts, okay, but as far as the polling on this is concerned, all right, it shows that the Republican is in the lead, actually, I believe, or maybe it's a dead heat, but the Republican Pat Roberts is said to win in that race, okay. So it's, but Mitch McConnell is in the lead in Kentucky as well. Okay, so it's looking really, really good for the Republicans. All right, and I do want to stress this, okay, because it's really important. Okay, it's really, really important that you get out there and vote tomorrow. Okay, vote Republican tomorrow. It's very, very crucial, very, very important. All right. The issues that are at stake here. Okay. Now the Democrats are wasting their time on identity politics, like the war on women and all this other nonsense. Okay. But let me tell you, my friends. Okay, it's getting a lot worse for the Democrats. Okay, and let me tell you, man, the control of the Senate is at stake here. Okay, and the issues that are most important here are the economy and fighting and winning the war on terrorism. Okay, and also we just had the Ebola scare and it's not looking good. But now on to another topic, my friends, and a lot is at stake. A lot is at stake here, but now over the years you have heard that the the Democrats have been saying and wasting their time on global warming, right? Okay, but and they according to the Democrats now, okay, according to the Democrats, okay, they claim that global warming is the biggest threat, biggest global threat, the biggest global threat. But check this out, my friends. Okay, but check this out, my friends. The global warming alarmists have been debunked. But here is some of the clips from the Democrats that have been causing this alarm over so-called man-made global warming. All right, take a look at this, my friends.
The planet has a fever.
The climate is changing faster than our efforts to address it.
Climate change can now be considered another weapon of mass destruction, perhaps even the world's most fearsome weapon of mass destruction.
Really? Really? But apparently on Megyn Kelly's the Kelly File, she had the creator of the founder of the Weather Channel on there, and he has debunked a lot of this. Okay, he has debunked and defused a lot of this. Apparently, okay, take a look at this. All right, here it goes.
The media has told the nation over and over again, day after day, for 20 years, that the oceans are rising, the polar bears are dying, the ice is melting, that storms are going to sweep the earth, and that we're all going to die of a heat wave. The Antarctic ice cap is at an all-time record high in both coverage and thickness. The Arctic ice cap at the North Pole is at the highest it has been in several years. Not only is the ice not melting, more polar bears are alive and happy today than we've had in 100 years. Life is good.
Yep, that's right. That's the founder of the Weather Channel. Okay, Weather Channel co-produce founder debunks global warming. All right, it is a false science. Not to mention, I also want to show you this clip, okay, of Greg Gutfeld on the 5. Took it a step further. On all the research and the science of this. All right, but I want to show you this, okay, because this is absolutely brilliant. All right, brilliant. And I want you to take a look. I want you to take a look at the look at Bob Beckles' face as Greg Gutfeld is saying all of his research science debunking. Okay, take a look at this. All right, here it is.
Well, this is for people who have accepted this. It is not a science. It is now a faith. It's a religion, and like a religion, you can't talk about it in mixed company without people getting angry. And it operates like a religion on faith. Being outspoken is always considered heroic by the media unless it's about global warming. Then it's considered a crime, and some will even advocate criminal activity. You know, they will want to prosecute you for going against their ideology. But let's talk about the rising temperature. I'm going to talk for a while. The percentage of historical climatology network stations to reach 90 degrees is the smallest on record. The hottest was 1931 when 98% of the stations went over 90 degrees. We also know there's been a temperature pause for 18 years. They've been blaming the drought in California on humans, but evidence from the tree rings show that the drought was much worse between 11 and 1200 AD. There were no SUVs then. Let's talk about sea levels. Al Gore claimed that sea levels rose 3 to 6 feet, will rise 3 to 6 feet by 2100. New research shows that the sea level rise in the Indian Ocean is 6 inches per century, which is less than the global mean by 1 inch. And here's a fun fact about sea levels going up. It's sometimes an illusion because the land is actually shrinking. It's a local phenomenon. For example, sea level in Australia has dropped about 1.5 feet, and that's because Perth is shrinking, not the levels are going up. This is the science that they will not tell you.
Okay, that's
Global warming is a hoax. Global warming debunked. Oh my goodness. Not to mention, my friends, all right, there was a little thing called ClimateGate. Okay, you remember this? All right, yeah. You remember this? ClimateGate. All right, yeah. Take a look at this. All right, ClimateGate. All right. Okay. Now, ClimateGate on November 17th, 2009. Okay, a server at the Climatic Research Unit was breached, and 60 megabit. This was in the at the University of East Anglia. Okay, but a server was breached. 60 megabytes of data was obtained, and that included 1,000 emails from these so-called climate change scientists, okay, and 3,000 other documents at the University of East Anglia, okay. Now the emails were circulated, and the contents revealed that global warming was a scientific conspiracy in which the scientists manipulated the climate data and tried to use it to suppress their critics. That's right, my friends. Okay, global warming, the biggest hoax. Okay. Okay, global warming, the biggest hoax in America today. All right. Global warming has been debunked, as you just heard from the creator and founder of the Weather Channel. Global warming, climate change is nothing more than the weather. Hello, the climate changes with the season. Okay. It's the weather. We don't need to be concerned. All right? The polar bears are happy. Okay? The sea levels are not rising. Okay? It's the weather patterns. Okay? You know, it gets warmer and the snow melts in the springtime, you know, and then it gets warmer and sometimes rainy in the summertime, you know, and it gets colder and in the fall, you know, and then in the wintertime it gets really cold. Okay? And it depends also on where you are at too. You know, how close you are to the equator. You know, because some states like Florida and Texas and California and Arizona, you know, they're warm all year round. Okay? But it's the weather. Okay? We don't need to be alarmed. Okay? We don't need to be alarmed. It's the weather. Hello? Thank you. Oh man, I always knew Al Gore was a little. I always knew Al Gore had a little bit of hot air in his head. Anyways. But also recent polls show that the most important issue of our time, issues that people are concerned about are the economy, ISIS, Ebola, are the top voting concerns. If you take a look at this chart here, all right? If you take a look at this chart from USA Today, it says it says voters at this point, okay, land of the fearful, okay, are nervous America. A nervous America prepares to vote, okay? But as you can see here, okay, just how bad is it? Okay, they were asked. Okay, now thinking about the problems facing the United States now. Okay, and if you take a look closer at this chart here, all right, okay, now it says, okay, more challenging than usual. Okay, 41%. Okay, but not the most challenging. Okay, was 41%. Okay, the most challenging you can remember during your lifetime, 26% said that. Okay, and about the same as usual, 24% said. Okay, less challenging than usual, 6% said, and then 2% said don't know or they were confused. Okay, but the most important issues of the day are anyhow, the most important issues of the day are the economy, ISIS, Ebola, and mind you, okay, things are getting worse. Okay, I'm gonna take this call. Okay, hello, you're on the air. What's on your political mind?
Hey Pete, I want to talk the electives, Martha Robinson versus Tom Reed.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Martha says she only raised the tax deficit 43 cents on a dollar. Tom says she raises taxes. That's the money thing. Tom voted no against women rights.
No.
Yes, he did.
No.
He did, and then
No. See, now you're getting into identity politics, okay?
Okay.
And the war on women, okay? The war on women, which the Democrats, are using very, very heavily, okay? Now, Tom Reed, what happened was it was a bill on abortion.
Let's go to a higher level here, Will.
It was a bill on abortion,
Pastor, you just talked about,
not
dude.
women, not women's rights. Okay, it was a bill on abortion that he vetoed.
Yeah, it was a
that he
bill
voted
on
no
abortion
on.
and equal wage
Okay.
for women, okay?
No.
Tom voted no, and then he voted yes.
He didn't vote. He didn't vote no on equal wages for women.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not. No, he did
voted
not.
against-
He voted for equal pay.
Go ahead, Will.
He voted for equal pay.
What is the Republican
Merit pay
Tom
for
Jackson,
teachers too.
A guy named Leo out of Kentucky, the steel union leader, wants to take him back to the woodshed and lock the door.
No.
And then you have Tom Daschle paying $100 a person to show up to his election.
No.
Then that was proven.
No.
What do you have here? I don't want Hillary as president. That's where you got to understand. You can't one-side it here.
Hillary's not gonna win.
All the candidates.
Hillary's not gonna win, my friend.
What about John Casco with a gun found at an elementary school as a freaking criminal instructor, part of the FBI, CIA, found with his gun that shot 2 people outside his house and then lie and say his son didn't take his gun because cops control the weaponry.
No.
And now he's a Republican running, and he's also against equal wages for women.
No, he's not.
No, he is.
No, he's not. He
Yes,
is for
is.
equal pay. He is for equal pay. He is for merit pay for teachers too. He is for merit pay for teachers too. All right.
At the same time, we cannot
He
vote the
advocates
Democratic
equal pay, equal rights for everybody.
He's making his
Okay.
way
Equal pay in the workforce. He's for that.
as
He's for that, my friend. Now I need to get into something else. All right, before I take another call. All right. Now, there is this issue over the White House and White House raising the security alert level. Okay, for the first time in a long time over this Ebola scare and stuff like that, and then ISIS. All right, but we do have a nurse from Maine that did defy a quarantine order. Okay, of which the Ebola czar in all of this. Okay, the Ebola czar in all of this is missing. Okay, all right, in all of this. All right, this is the Ebola czar. All right, and okay, yeah, this is the Ebola czar. All right, and his name is Ron Klain. Ron Klain. All right. Now this guy has no medical background whatsoever. All right. And this is Obama's pick to be the Ebola czar, right? But he appears to be missing in action, MIA, in all of this crisis and madness that's been going on. We've had the New York doctor that came from West Africa, you know, after treating patients and Ebola patients in Africa. All right, he lands in New York, right, and then he's able to go around and he goes out bowling, right? Okay, doesn't take the quarantine or doesn't take the incubation period, which is 21 days. All right. Now, but and this guy seems to be absent throughout the whole thing, you know. And then we have this girl, the nurse from Maine, who is defiant and goes out on a bike ride, right? A bike ride with her husband, all right, in Maine. All right, so it's just ridiculous. All right, what's been going on here. All right, and then so this Ebola czar that we have, okay, he has no medical background, nothing whatsoever, okay, nothing whatsoever in the field. Okay, no expertise in the field, and then he was an executive of he was a campaign advisor for Vice President Al Gore and Vice President Joe Biden. All right, and then he also was He also was an executive of Fannie Mae, one of the mortgage giants that crashed the economy in 2008. You know, remember the subprime mortgage scandal? Oh, yeah, that was the guy. Yeah, that was the guy. He was involved in that. Okay, not to mention Barack Obama was also involved in that when he was senator. All right. But we have all of this madness going on, and the guy's missing. Okay. The guy's not overseeing anything. All right. It's just ridiculous. All right. But I have something else to report on here. And that is the White House is under fire. All right, the White House is under fire. That's right. Okay, because an anonymous U.S. official called the Israeli Prime Minister a chicken bleep. Yep, that's right. Okay. Anonymous official called the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu a chicken bleep. Okay. An expletive. All right. And this is really, really okay. Yeah. But anyhow, all right. And I want to show you the statement too. Okay. Before I take another call. All right. And okay. But anyhow. All right. Okay, where do we have this here? All right. Oh, wait, just 1 second here. I know I have it. Okay, wait. Man. Anywho. Well, anyhow, that just in the fact that we have this, okay, and it's, the statement is just so disparaging. It's so disparaging. Okay, I'll take this call. All right, while I'm trying to pick up the statement there. All right, but anyhow. Okay, hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. What's on your political mind?
Yeah, Will, I want to say Democratic or Republican here. It can't be one side or the other. It has to be every embroidered emblem into the globe, okay? I want to look at what Congress has done for the forward educated that put things forward. There's nothing the Republicans brought up in Congress, state, county-wide, other than deductions of pre-existing budgets and sinking them further and wanting tax-free dollars, leaving the laborers to pay the taxes and go through.
That's not true, my friend. That's not true. That's not
Yeah,
true.
yeah, it's showing
That's
that
not
way.
true.
It
The
really is.
the Republicans in Congress have passed over
At the
30
same
jobs
time,
bills,
I'm
and
not
they
going
haven't
back
been
to
voted
George
on
Bush. I'm not
in the
going
Senate
back to
because
George
the
Bush.
Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid has held them up.
Is a Democrat. These people have double jeopardy on their beings, the most of them.
No.
Yes.
The
yes.
Republicans have the better policies, my friend.
All of a sudden, no taxes. When you pay no
We didn't
taxes,
say no taxes. We need to cut taxes. Hello!
That's the cuts. Did you pay?
No, we need to cut taxes. We need to abolish the IRS. We need to install the fair tax, which is essentially the national sales tax. It's a flat tax. Okay? The flat tax. We don't want no tax. We just want taxes cut because we pay too much tax.
Okay, but why are they paying no taxes as corporations, which I told
Corporations do pay taxes. Hello?
you?
The rich in this country pay the rich in this country pay at least 70% of all the taxes. The rich in this country pay 70% of all the taxes already.
You can't
Okay.
one-sided. It has to be all embroidered.
No. We need a flat tax across the board. We need a flat tax across the board. That will solve all of our problems. That will create the biggest economic stimulus package in history.
Okay, I'll tell you the way it is. We live on the East Coast. We listen to W stations on the radio. They listen to K stations. Where's John Boehner come out of the House with a proposal what to do with the world? Where's Daschle come out of the House with a proposal to deal with the world? Where has Harry Reid come out of the House proposal to deal with the world? And every
Look,
Republican
John Boehner has proposed a lot of stuff, but every time a bill, listen, every time a bill comes from the House, it goes to the Senate, right? And Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid holds them up, doesn't even put them up for a vote. Harry Reid is the king of all Democratic gridlock. That's why the Democrats are in trouble. And that's why the Republicans will win. So check it out tomorrow. All right? Election day tomorrow. All right. Now, I'm trying to get to this little statement that that came from an anonymous U.S. official. All right, an anonymous U.S. official. All right, and it's openly clear here. All right, that but the White House has the White House now has is running for cover on this, okay, and ducking on this. All right, but anyhow, okay, I'm coming down to the wire here. All right, and it's very, very crucial because our economy is at stake here. All right, and control of Congress now. There's been political infighting, okay, in the administration now. Okay, there's said to be disagreements and whatnot within the Obama administration. All right, and on how to run things. All right, and this is and I can kind of see why this is all getting all shaky here. But anyhow, there has been, all right, there has been, you know, in all of our crises, we have Ebola, we have the nurse that defied everything, you know, and you know, we have ISIS, and it's just getting all ridiculous. We have our border crisis, and Obama has said that he's not going to do anything about our border. He's not going to do anything about our border until after the election. All right, and that's playing politics right there, my friends. All right, right there. Okay, and you can honestly see that things are not looking good for the Democrats now because their policies. Obama even said that it's these policies that his policies are on the ballot, and you know what? This election is a referendum on his policies. All right, and every Democrat that is tied to Obama's policies is in trouble. All right, they have nothing left to run on, my friends. They're running on identity politics, which, they're offending a lot of the electorate there. They're objectifying women with their war on women. They're offending the blacks and minorities, and they're discouraging the Latinos. Okay, and it's just not good politics. All right. Okay, which brings me now to the last words for the night. All right, my friends. Okay, the last words for the night. Okay, I seriously want you to go to the polls tomorrow. Okay, vote Republican. Okay, Republicans have the better policies. All right, but okay, and I want to end this note. Okay, Governor Chris Christie had a little heckler. When he was speaking. Take a look at this. All right, here it is.
I'll be more than happy to have a debate with you anytime you like, Guy, because somebody like you who doesn't know a damn thing about what you're talking about except to stand up and show off when the cameras are here. I've been here when the cameras aren't here, buddy, and done the work. But until that time, sit down and shut up.
The epics. Yeah. Well said, my friend. Well said. We thank you for watching Political Point Magazine, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history. Follow me on Twitter at WilliamMitro2, and also catch us on YouTube. All right, catch us on YouTube. Vote Republican. All right. We thank you for watching Political Point, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history. Vote Republican tomorrow.